I had me some boudin already. It's 4:32 in the morning, but I don't care. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to getting it going. This is about the normal time I'm up all day, so I'm used to this. But let's see. I figured we'd come do a live stream, see if we can get some people in here. I got some big plans today, this evening, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and then of course we'll get back to Monday, and then I got more plans, which I just gotta do what I gotta do, to be honest with y'all. But yeah, it's fun, man. I'm having fun. I changed my contacts this morning. The one in my right eye, it was giving me some trouble. I gotta go check on all that. I gotta clean out my vehicle, by the way. But whatever, Figured I'd come on and see what's going on. Got my LSU hat this morning with my LSU hoodie. It's a little chilly. It's 60 degrees. It's nothing fancy about it. It just kind of chilly. We'll see what happens. I mean, if we get some people in here, I'll stay an hour and then go back to bed. I don't know. I had me some chicken tenders last night and some jambalaya. I gotta figure out where that jambalaya come from, because I got in about 18 years I'm having a retirement party, and I want to have jambalaya, drinks, and music. I want to invite some people. I want to rent a hall. I don't know, man. The rate is going. I should have a lot of friends by that time. In about 18 more years, I should know a lot of people. I might need to rent a whole. I don't even know. I might need to rent the Cajun Dome or something. But things are going good on my end. I don't know about hopefully on y'all end too. Looks like we wanted to bring in 2 people. I don't know. Let me see something. I don't know. And I'm not doing too good. Well, no, actually, I did. I didn't even have to shop for the Christmas present I bought. What's up, Call Me? Call me Jackie. Last night they just came in, put a present under the tree, and told me, "Hey, you bought my Christmas present." All right, cool, no problem. I bought it. All right, you got what you wanted, and it was easy on me. But I still need to go do some Christmas shopping. Truth is, I haven't really started on that, and we only 12 days away from Christmas morning. Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting couple of weeks. Next week we got bowl week. It's gonna be starting. I think it's next week. Yeah, at the end of next week. And we got Christmas. A lot of Christmas parties this weekend. I got 3 Christmas parties. A lot of it's always fun to bring people together and have fun. Thank you, Christ. I appreciate that. Thank you for informing me of something I already know, but I appreciate you. What's up, Crunch? Welcome back, Crunch. I'm glad you back, bro. You must have subscribed with the notifications to see I was live. I appreciate you. Please hit the thumbs up, Crunch. We're trying to get more people in this stream. I think we should be able to. Man, I tell you what, as you get older, things become more important to you and stuff. My eyes. What's up, Oakland? Okay. Like my eyes. I know that, SNBC. I understand that. But the truth of the matter is, people do give presents for Christmas. Even whether you like it or not, it is about Jesus. I know that. Crunch, I have an exam. You should do whatever you think is right, Crunch. Yeah, people do give presents for Christmas. It's not a hidden thing. Some people put too much emphasis in giving presents, which is obviously, about Jesus. But hey, we do get presents. People do get presents for Christmas. That's just the way it is. It's early. It's not even 5 o'clock in the morning, guess you could call that craziness, or you can call that dedication. I don't know. Hopefully, it depends how you look at things, negative or positive. Positive, you'd say, man, that guy's committed to his channel. Negative, you'd be like, why that dude's not sleeping? I don't know. But like I said, I normally get up around this time. What's up, Kevin? Nice to meet you. What's up, I am Quay? You doing good? Y'all hit the thumbs up. Come on, we should be able to get more than 2 people in here. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's get it going. Everybody else is sleeping. Except if you're on the other side of the world, then you probably, there's the daytime, so then you're probably doing your live stream right now. But not to tell y'all about my parties, but I plan on eating some ice cream today. I'm not cold, Kevin. I'm not. It's 60 degrees outside. Not bad at all. But I like wearing a hoodie. And this is actually my favorite hoodie. I had just found it. Couldn't find it. It's an LSU Tigers hoodie. I bought this a few years ago. I think I paid $30 for it. It was a real nice deal. I think it was at like Ross on one of them stores. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, everything is stitched on it. It's real nice. I love it. I love it, really. I've worn it to some LSU basketball games. I don't think I ever wore it to football, but I have worn it in the PMAC to some basketball games. Time passes so fast. This jacket, if I think about it, is probably about 10 years old. I don't care about that, SNBC. There's always people that's watching. We got people in the Philippines. It's daytime. I go live. I don't really have a set time, but what's up, Beulah Beulah? Yeah, I really don't have a set time to go live. But I wanted to tell y'all again that tomorrow, 103.3 The GOAT, we'll be going live on there on the radio. Unless something changes. I don't think it will, though. But yeah, unless something changes, I'll be on there. No, Kevin, I don't. I don't live in my car. I just come to my car because it's kind of like my office. You know, I have everything set up. I got my cup holders right here. Got my little armrest right here. I love my little car. And yeah. What kind of content I produce? I do all kinds of stuff. Sports. I promote local stuff. Tourism. Restaurants. I do reviews on just about anything. I consider myself really to be a Cajun vlogger. Am I looking for work? No, I'm not. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. All right. Yeah, I'm good with everything. I'm very happy in my life. I know what I want out of my life now. At this age, I want to volunteer more in the community. Do things like that. I don't live in the same place where I used to live. I moved from my childhood home, but I have enough love in my heart that I want to help my past and I want to help my present. That's what I want my future to be about, helping past and my present, because I see places that I can help out in both in my past. So I've gone back to my history, and I'm trying to do good things. That's what tomorrow's about, me going on the radio. I'm trying to help my alma mater, my high school. I'm going to show y'all my hat. 30 years, Brobridge High School in Brobridge, Louisiana. Trying to help them out as much as I can. You happy to live in? I don't know what you're talking about, SNCBR. Okay, you got 100K in the bank account? All right. Well, feel free to leave a super chat if you'd like. And I'll dedicate a video. I'll screenshot it, and then you can tell me what restaurant you want me to do, and I'll do a review and dedicate it to you. That's all on you, brother. That's all on you to decide what you want to do. You don't do handouts, but that's fine too. I'm just suggestion. Okay, SNBR. Please stop playing dumb. I'm not playing dumb. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure what you're trying to insinuate here, or what you're trying to get out of me. You know, this is an entertaining channel. This is supposed to be entertaining. I hope you're having a good time here, and I'm not sure what you're trying to drag out of me. And Quay doesn't do handouts. Okay. Let me reiterate this again. Nobody's making anybody stay in this live stream. If you're unhappy being here, it's a free country. You can leave. You can scroll up or down. I promise you I won't lose no sleep. Keep my name out of your mouth. All right, SNCBR. You have a great life. You out of here. See, I don't play. All right, what's up, I am Quay? And just like that, he was gone. Okay, same to you, Quay. Say something nice or I'm gonna have to get rid of you. I don't have to play with nobody. This is my channel. I'll run the show, brother. This is my channel. I'm the one that's been working on this almost 8 years. I run the show. And that's the way it's always gonna be. I don't need any moderators to help me. I don't play, I'll tell you right now, son. What's up, Tanya? How old is me? Why does that matter? Just tell me why you want to know and I'll tell you. You like that, huh? You like that. Thank you, RVO. What's up, Tanya? What's up, Turbo? Yeah, I don't play with them, RVO. People want to come in here and try to overtake this channel. It don't happen. All right, I'm gonna play along with you. I am Quay. I'm 47 years old, dog. I'm 47, bro. Old enough to know what I want out of life. If you're almost 50 years old and you don't know what you stand for, yep, you can call me Unc if you want. If you're almost 50 years old in this life and you don't know what you want and you need people to tell you and get reassured from other people, you in trouble. I'm just gonna tell you. Because that's okay when you're 20 years old. But when you're almost 50 years old, nah, bro. I don't need nobody to tell me. You gonna shout me out? I'm gonna say you in your 20s. I can barely see your little picture. What I stand for? What's up, Let's Care for Animals? I stand for what's right with the world. I stand for leaving a legacy at this point, contributing to your community, volunteering where you see there's a problem, and the things you're passionate about, trying to make a difference to help them all to be better. Okay, you 21. What's up, Old Glory? The reason is, it's like my safe place. I don't have to worry about music coming up. I don't have to worry about music messing me up. I'm comfortable. My chair is comfortable. It's just the way it is. But thank you for asking, Old Glory. First time I ever see you in here, but apparently you watching, so I appreciate you. Oh, no, he good. He good. He's good. I am Quay. He's good. I appreciate if y'all subscribe, though. I am trying to... Believe it or not, I still have an outside chance, if we hit it real hard, of getting to 6,000 subscribers this year. My goal was to get to 5,000 subscribers, so that tells y'all the year I had. The growth. We grew by more than 1,000. But we still have a chance. If we don't hit 6K by New Year's Day, we're gonna hit it earlier in January. Okay, I'm at my friends. Otavio. Use that. Otavio. I'd say Otavio from Brazil. There's your name right there. Otavio from Brazil. What did I do to grow my channel? I've been doing this almost 8 years. That's a great question, Life Support, and I surely appreciate you asking. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I do all kinds of stuff, and I want y'all to know that my channel has been grown the honest way. I have worked very hard to grow it. through me making relationships. I do have some strong people and good friends, but I wish, yeah, 8 years. I've been doing it 8 years. I wish I had more people that would come back. I wish I had a better following as far as that. Um, oh, come on now, Koi. Let's not be mean. Let's not fall into that category, my brother. But I wish I had more people that would. I do have, honestly, probably about 10 people out of 1,000 that come over here. They just sleeping right now. But I do have some great supporters. Um, but how I've grown, it's a lot of different things. I have been a friend to many people, like going in their live streams, supported them. I have about 7,300 videos, so I've continued to make content. One of the things with that I do to grow my channel is on my shorts. I love sports. So anytime there's a coaching hire or fire or an announcement, I'll make a video. It'll get about 1,500 views on a good day. It's basically an announcement. You're just basically announcing breaking news. I have a wide variety of stuff I do. This works for some people, but I don't stick to one thing. It allows me to maximize what I want to do. And that's just what I do. I do what I want to do on this channel. I don't do what anybody tells me to do. There's no outside influence telling me you need to do this. My favorite thing to do is live streams, but I love to do interviews. I love to do anything promotional that I can. All right, Tanya David said, I don't know how you say your name, Tanya. David or David? How is life? Life is as good as it's ever been, to be honest with you, Tanya. I'm at an age, at 47, where I've lived my younger days. I've made my mistakes. I've had times. Okay, David. All right, cool. I've had, enough experiences in my life that I can speak through wisdom to, to younger people. A lot of people think, what's up, Batman Philippines? Good morning. A lot of people think that wisdom comes from getting older. Like you got to listen to somebody that's older than you. I don't believe that's necessarily. All right, come on, Old Glory. I'm going to hide that comment. Let's not fall into no traps, y'all. Let's not be baited. It's all good. It's the Christmas season. Oh, that's a good question. What is trending? The best advice for young ones coming into marriage. Hey, I appreciate when I get Hey, thank you, Batman Philippines. Hold on. You move too fast. Wait. All right. Best advice for young ones coming into marriage. Truth is, you have to have both people on the same page. No matter what. If you're not on the same page and one person veers off, it's not going to work out. That's why you have the divorce rate so high. The wedding, as far as a wedding, it doesn't really matter how much you spend on a wedding. It's what happens after the honeymoon's over that matters. Hey, thank you, life support. But I believe, as far as speaking to somebody about wisdom, I don't think you have to be 70 years old to be heard. There's a lot of us out there in the world that have gone through different things and tragedies in our life. And, I just think we're all learning at all times. Even me, nobody knows everything. We are all learning until the day that we leave, until the day that we pass away. We're all constantly learning, and we can all learn from each other. What's up, Filipina? Timmy says exactly. Hold up. Oh, Tanya. Come on, Tanya. Come on, I am Quay. That's not nice. I'm going to hide that. All right. Man, I ain't got none of my moderators in here. Everybody's still sleeping. It's not even 5 in the morning over here. Well, we got Filipina in here. I know in the Philippines it's a different. It's probably daytime over there in the Philippines. That's another. Y'all asked me how did I grow this to almost 6,000. That's another thing. Meeting people from all over the world. I have a pretty good following in the Philippines. All right, I'm a will one of these days. I am Quay. I like to wait though when I mod people up. But you keep coming in and I'll definitely make you one, okay? I appreciate that. But I have, like, I bought some, so just so y'all know, if y'all, some of y'all watch me, I actually got my mics right here. I haven't got to use my new mics, but I bought these mics. I'll show them to y'all. So you could change the heads. And I did an interview, my last interview, one of my buddies. He was kind of a bigger interview. Very true, Jade. Very true. It was actually a bigger interview for me. It's one of my buddies. He played football for 5 years at UL Lafayette. And we sitting and the interview went good. But I propped up my phone against a can. And it looked pretty unprofessional. He brought it to my attention. He's like, man, you need to get some mics. So I've got mics. I got one. And let me show y'all what else I got. I don't know where it's at. I bought a little stand. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere. And what's up, Andrea Fisher? I don't know who you're talking to, but okay. So I bought this little stand. It cost me $20. You know, it looks good. A little tripod. So I bought my first mic. It was $30. And so it was cool, but it had one microphone. So if I'd be trying to do an interview and you were sitting in the passenger seat, I couldn't really hear you. So I went and it just didn't work. It was wired. I just went ahead and returned it. And the mics I got now are wireless. I bought them online. Cost me $20. They hook up to Bluetooth. You just plug the bottom in your phone. And I haven't done an interview. I actually did one yesterday on a podcast. But I didn't use the mics. Look, I have a Facebook called Crisco's Countrylife where I share behind the scenes pictures, different things. And I kind of promote what's happening next a little bit more. Please add me as a friend if you want. It's called Crisco's Countrylife. You can't miss it. It's the same as the YouTube channel. As far as expanding to TikTok and some of these other platforms, I'm just getting to where I'm doing like 2 of them right now. I think as it grows and continues to grow, I probably will do something, another platform. I don't see any problems with it. The biggest thing that you have to watch for as, what's up, Kush? How you doing? I'm chilling. It's not even 5 and I'm just chilling. All right, Tanya, you have a great day. Merry Christmas to you if I don't see you, and Happy New Year. I hope you come back though. But yeah, you know, I have a lot of things I want to do in this new year. I've probably never been this excited in my life. I have different clubs I've joined, different people I'm going to meet. Yeah, they like shorts. What's up, Balls? Oh, thank you, Ball Striker. Hey, it is what it is. I do have a thick accent. I do. And trust me, it is part of my plan. If you're going to be successful, like on here, you got to use everything you got. And yeah, I do have a strong Cajun accent. All right. Hey, so what y'all want for Christmas, y'all? What y'all want for Christmas? You know what I wanted for Christmas this year? I'm going to tell y'all. And I want to read what y'all want. But I wanted 2 things. I wanted some earpods, some little earbuds. I don't have any. So I believe I'm getting some. And I wanted a t-shirt. I got it on Amazon. I wanted it. And it says hustle, loyalty, and respect in white. It's purple. It says hustle, loyalty, respect. And like when I go to the LSU game next year, that's what I'm going to wear. And, well, I'll wear it a lot more than that. But it's only like $16, $17. But I'm a big John Cena fan. I don't know how many of y'all watch wrestling. But I'm a big John Cena fan, and that's his words. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. What's up, that car guy? I'm always in my car, too. I'm looking at going trade this thing in, though, this year. I want to get a car with a sunroof. That's something I really want, to have a car with a sunroof. So I have to go. I can't tell you that, I am Quay. I wish I could. I can't. You know, there's a lot of things I keep private on here, and I don't think that would benefit either us in any way. You know. Nonetheless, thank you for asking, though. What's up, Fisher King? How many of y'all? So what y'all want for Christmas? I want to know. And how many of y'all are fans? And what's your football teams? Because we got bowl season. We got the NFL playoffs coming. Told you, Quay, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm just not going to answer that question. I don't know why you would ask twice, but I'm not going to answer that. That benefits nobody. I have a private life. It's going to stay that way. No matter how big this channel ever would get, you know, there's just some things we got to keep private in this world. I don't think that her name would... I don't think that would benefit anyone. You know, I just don't. She's not into this. It's not her thing. This is my thing. Not everybody's into the same thing. I do get support, but not like you would think. But this is my thing. This is my journey. I've asked, you know, just to let y'all know, I'm not going to tell you, Quay. I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you. But, you know, I have talked to people that if something were to happen to me, let's just say, you know, good case scenario, you know, male life expectancy is, I think, like 73, maybe a little bit longer these days. But let's just say I did make this and YouTube's still around in another 40 years. That would put me at 87 years old in 40 years. And so I plan, my goal right now is for this to be a journey of my life, a journal, if you will. And so I plan on doing this, you know, forever, as long as I can, as long as there's YouTube, and as long as I'm able to. I plan on doing this. And, you know, I've asked people if something were to happen to me, would someone continue the channel? And right now, the feedback, oof, my eyes are getting watering. Gotta put my AC on. By the way, I saw a hack I want to tell y'all about that I want to try. I saw this guy do. But I don't think the channel would continue if something were to happen to me, which is sad, you know. But I don't think there would ever be the next generation doing it. At this point, I'm not getting any feedback from anyone that they would take over. So, you know, this is gonna be my lifetime, my experiment in my life for my lifetime. But I saw a hack from this guy this morning, and I have to try it. You know, when you defrost your windows in the mornings, your visors, put your visors down. From what I saw them do this, and it helps your front windshield to defrost. What's up? You don't know? Yeah, it helps your windshield. It's like the air. It pushes the air back into the windshield. You know, normally the air would come out and be all over the car, so it takes longer. But when you got the visors down, it acts as like, it makes like a tunnel, and it goes back in. This live is about just having fun. We talk about whatever. If you have a topic and you want to talk about, go for it. I asked what everybody wants for Christmas, Jessica. Good to see you, by the way. But, you know, that's what I did. I asked what everybody wants for Christmas. I still didn't get anybody telling me what they want, so. What's up, you don't know? What's up, I am Quay? What you talking about, my friend? I don't know. I don't understand that comment. What this even saying? Like I said, I'm going to reiterate this. It's a free country. If anybody in here is not happy to be here, okay, that's cool, Jessica. That's a great thing, get to see your sister. But I want to reiterate this at this point. We are 30 minutes into this stream. For anybody that's new, that's coming in, if you don't want to be here with me chatting, it's time for you to go. I'm not trying to be ugly, but the time is growing shorter in our lives. You have to spend it in a better way than wasting your time with me if that's what you think this is. If you want to be here, I'm glad you're here, but I force nobody at all to support me, to watch any of my videos or anything. If you gotta leave, I understand. I still wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. What's up, David? Oh, that's cool, Cam. But, another thing you get as you get older in life, you realize you can tell if somebody doesn't want to be around you. I'm doing good, Cam. It's actually early morning. I know it looks like it's nighttime, but it's actually early morning. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. But you can tell pretty quickly if somebody doesn't want to be around you. What's up, Randy? And if somebody doesn't want to be around me, that's no problem. I would rather you be straight up with me and say, look, I just don't want to be around you. And just get away from me. That's my thought. I don't want nobody to ever be around me that I'm not their first they want to be around. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. Like the holiday coming up. There's a lot of people that's going to be invited. Immigration. I really don't touch bait. Okay, hold on. Let me just, this thought. There's a lot of people that's going to be invited. What's up, Nasta? How would I say hello? You just walked in, brother. So, if you don't want to be around me this holiday for Christmas, some people can't. But if you don't want to be around me, hey, it hurts me this much. But the truth is, Merry Christmas. I don't want you to come around me if you don't want to be around me. All right. Okay, Jessica, that question. I try to stay away. Well, I make it a priority to stay away from two things: religion and politics. There's too many people that feel too strongly about these things. I try to respect everybody on those two topics. And I just feel like there's so much more content in the world that I don't really. The truth is, I just want everybody to get along. I'll leave it like that. Energy is everything. I read everyone like a book. I'm the same way. I can read everything. Okay, Jessica supports. All right. David, I agree. Hey, I appreciate it, Cam. Thank you, Live with Rand. Your first time we meet, so I appreciate it. Y'all double tap the screen. We had 13 thumbs ups. I think we should. I mean, we got almost 6,000 subscribers. Well, like I said, Jessica, the reason I don't touch base on that is, I've been doing this 8 years. I don't feel the need to have to, touch base on that. There's so many other things I want to do with my channel. I don't feel the need to do that. Yeah, I appreciate it, Live with Rand. Yeah, I don't believe that I need to sit here and pick a side. There's a lot of people that feel so strongly about these topics that, I'm about having an entertaining channel and promoting things that I love. That's all to it. I'm not gonna come on here and tell you, and I wish more people would just respect one another in the world, Jessica. The truth is, we're all human beings. There's a lot of people that feel very strongly and feel that if it's not their way of living, Okay, that's cool, Jessica. They feel that if it's not their um, way of living or doing things, that it's not right. Well, the truth is, we all human beings on this earth. I'd rather not go into that, Rayan. I'll just tell you that right now, as far as all that, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, and that's all I can really say about that question. But I appreciate you asking. But I think I do think that when it comes to judging one person for the way they're living or their beliefs, um, I just think we need to respect one another as human beings more in the world, and and not just be like, "Hey, you believe this? You're not a good person." That's not the truth, you know. We need to be open minded and be more accepting to people, and just be good people. I never forget my 8th grade math teacher. I'll tell you his name. His name was Mr. Delome. And he told us one day in class, and he said, you know, y'all just be good people. What's up, Cam? As far as that, I'm not going to touch base too much on it, but I'll just kind of touch base a little bit, Cam, on what you just said. Things are definitely changing as far as that in society, but as far as the way people feel about, like on your comment, that things are definitely changing. I could see in another 20 years people will be even more open-minded to what you're talking about. It's obviously everywhere now, so yeah, I know you still have an old way of thinking, Cam. You still have an old people still have that old way of thinking, the way they were trained from youth to think. But it's give it time, Cam. That's the only thing. You got to give it time. In another 20 years, if you think things have changed from 20 years ago, in another 20 years, just imagine how different it's gonna be and normalized. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate that. Do I love history? I do. What's up, Trina? Good morning, Trina. Man, y'all gotta go. Look, y'all gotta go check out Trina. I got one of my moderators in here. Trina is, I'm not even gonna lie, Trina's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my whole life, man. She's very committed. She does live streams. She does little dances and stuff, and she's just a great human being, you know. And I'm thankful because of YouTube that I got to meet Trina. If I hadn't been a YouTuber, I would have never met Trina. But Merry Christmas, Trina. If I don't see you again before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and Happy New Year. But yeah, y'all go check out Trina's channel. You're very welcome. Life's been good, Trina. You've been doing pretty good. Oh no, you doing good, Cam. Keep the comments, bro. Trust me. I have streams where people don't say nothing, and that's worse than actually talking. So keep up the questions. If you have any other questions, I'll try to answer you as best I could. I'm glad you're here. I hope you subscribed. I'm trying to get that subscriber count up. So, as far as subscribers, I don't know. Like Trina, I don't know how you feel about subscriber counts if you're still in here. But like, I went to a Christmas tree farm the other day. Trina, so here's a question for you with you being in here. What's your true thoughts on subscriber counts? How much of a impact or how much of a stock do you put in your subscriber count? Is that a channel is like, success, or like, what do you feel about subscriber counts? Because I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell you what I think. 'Cause I'm going to tell Genders have in common. When I was younger, there was two. Oh, nice. What's up, Toby Price? So, own a glass blowing studio. Nice. I'm from Louisiana, Cam. Yeah, I'm from South. I'm a Cajun, bro. But look, I want to tell y'all my thoughts on subscriber counts. And I have said this over and over again. Once your channel gets monetized, which means once you start to see the little ads. So let me tell you what I think about subscriber counts, Trina. Once your channel gets monetized, what's up, Nikki? Subscriber counts, you know, like I said, once you get to where your channel, Herman Cortez, no. Once your channel gets monetized and you start seeing the little ads, people look at subscriber counts and don't get me wrong, it's good to have a goal for subscribers, to bring subscribers in. But the true thing I feel about subscriber counts is like me, especially with me, what I'm doing in the community and getting out and introducing myself. Because when I do an interview or when I go to these places and say, hey, I try to promote my channel and say, hey, my name is Chris and I'm a YouTuber. I want to make a review on y'all place. I'll say, look, I have almost 6,000 subscribers, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not ashamed of that at all. I'm very proud of that. But it's my way. It's the people that don't do YouTube or don't have social media that want to hear, and that it kind of lets you get your foot into the door. Like if I had 10,000 subscribers or if I had 100,000 subscribers, people I feel that don't do social media, they relate to that. Like it helps you get your foot in the door more than it really matters. Because to be truthful, it's about watch hours. It's about watch time. Really, that's what I feel. It's about watch time. But okay, all right, RH. I gotta time you out for that. I don't know what's going on. 1 minute. All right. So yeah, don't get me wrong. My goal was to hit 5,000 subscribers for this whole year. We almost at 6,000, so it was a great year. But yeah, subscriber counts are like hitting home runs, and the equivalency of hitting home runs in baseball. It looks good, but at the same time, you got to understand there's a lot of stuff that goes on that people don't know about, that don't have YouTube channels. Like, you actually have what's called bots, and people actually buy subscribers to pad what it is for that reason that I'm telling you about. Because when they introduce themselves, if they say they got 100,000 subscribers, it looks good and it sounds good. And that's what people see. People are so used to all these social media people having 100,000, 500,000 subscribers, 1 million, that it's not an oddity anymore. I timed you out because of what you said. You're talking about things that don't make no sense. All right? That's why. You're talking about things that do not make sense, that are not beneficial to me. Okay, you did it again. All right, you going. See, I don't play. Hide user. That's what you got to do. If you want to be successful on YouTube or in life, yeah, Trina, subscriber counts, like for what I do, because I go up to random people. I get these ideas, like for interviews, and I go up to people. What's up, Annie Stevens? And I'll introduce myself. I'll say, I'm a YouTuber. I have this many subscribers. And, people relate to that. They want to, it lets you get your foot in the door, but because they don't really care about the name of your channel. Somebody never heard of you. All right, Cam. No problem. Hey, subscribe, bro, and hopefully I'll see you again. It was nice meeting you. Good morning, Annie. Yeah, but Trina, that's what subscriber counts mean to me. It's just a way of. It's more for people that don't do YouTube than people that do. Because me and you know we both have monetized channels and it looks good. But yeah, Trina, you did all your Christmas shopping? You bought me something for Christmas, Trina? You bought me something? You know I like presents. I need anything with LSU, anything LSU related. If you could get me a hat, if you could get me a shirt, a jacket. No, I'm messing. You know I'm messing with you. But seriously, I need to get on it, Trina. I need to get on it. I gotta get me some. I gotta get my Christmas shopping done. I've been slacking, and it's almost there. It's only 12 days. At this rate, I'm gonna be buying the after Christmas presents. What you doing up so early, Trina? I know I gotta get up early, but you up early this morning? You get up early at this time every day? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Y'all keep the comments coming. We got 6 people watching. We got 19 thumbs ups. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna stay alive as long as y'all want to chat. I'm up and up. I'm up and at 'em. It's still dark. I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what to make a video on right now, but you get up early. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I do as well. I get up real early. My day starts early and finishes early every day. Excuse me. So I'm up early almost every day. Even on the weekends. But I love this time of year, you know. Like right now, we're in the Christmas season. There's a lot of parties. It's exciting. And we got New Year's. I always enjoy New Year's. I like being out here at like midnight and seeing all the fireworks go off and stuff. That's always fun. And then you know, as big as a football fan, well, thank you, not that guy. Appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know what, Trina? I gotta be honest with you. Like as far as being a content creator, because that's what we are. We create content. With me being so versatile in what I do, I don't stick to one thing. I'm all over the place. I've learned different tricks of the trade throughout the years. One of them is to capitalize, even if it's a short, on what's the current event. So right now it's pretty easy with football season, with the bowl games and the hirings and firings. Between that and just doing different sports things, coupled with, like, I did a review at a Christmas tree farm the other day. I want to go to a food pantry if I have time before Christmas, or sometime in the near future. I want to go to a food pantry and make a donation. I'm gonna say that it's from my followers, my subscribers. Even if it's like five canned goods, I like to do that. I want to give back. So I'd like to do that once a year. Go to the food pantry. I'm gonna try to do a little interview, promote the food pantry, and also make a little small donation from Crisco's Countrylife. I think it's a great idea. But these ideas, as a content creator, they come to me so fast. Some of them nobody will ever see. Some of them people never see. But I think it's important, like what I do. We have different topics to kind of get people, going and stuff. So, we've had different events at our age. I mean, we've had different things that we've experienced that have happened in our world, and everybody knows where they were at this time when this event happened. And so it's just a conversation starter. You can ask anybody some of these things, where they were. There were major events that happened in our lives that people will never forget. But a lot of it is just sparking interest and getting people to talk. But I do enjoy doing interviews. That's one of my favorite things, to interview people. I think that you can pretty much interview anybody because everybody has a story. Like, it's funny if you take the time to sit with people and just listen to them talk and ask them, random questions, basic, simple questions, that everybody's been through stuff, Trina. Everybody has been through stuff in their life, and we are constantly going through different things in our lives. But it's always easy and fun to find out what a person's. Hey, thank you, Marshall. It's always easy and fun to find out what a person's hobby is, what you like to eat, and basic stuff like if you had a message to share with the world, what would it be? Not everybody wants to answer that, but most people as a privilege to answer that, because social media at the push of a button can reach anybody in our whole world at the push of a button. So every nook and cranny of this whole world, like right now, this YouTube live stream is accessible to anybody with the internet. You can come on YouTube, type in Crisco's Country Life, and you'll have access to this right now. And we live in a different age. We're not in the 80s anymore. And social, it's no secret. We've had social media long enough. It helps us. There's goods and there's bads. A big thing about things like Facebook, people that haven't seen each other in years can look up each other now, and you can find an old friend at the push of buttons. And it's made that sort of thing and very accessible to have reunions, class reunions, family outings. It's what it's done is created a situation with no excuses to say, well, I hadn't talked to you in 30 years. Well, now you have a situation where you have, people, I have so much to say, Trina. I have so much to share. People have different priorities in life. That's what it's about. But if you are a priority in somebody's life, they will find time. They will make time for you. If you're not, they won't. So, but now if you want to be in somebody's life, a lot of people have Facebook. So you should be able to find them, which is cool. Some people, and I understand, some people you prefer not to find. Some doors close for a reason. Trina, some doors close for a reason. And I'll be honest with y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do look back on people that were in my life, and I don't contact them, but I just check on them to see how they're doing. Some people are doing real good. Some people are not, but it's interesting. It's an interesting thing to see that. Trina, do you have any big plans for the new year, especially on your channel? Do you plan on changing anything or new things you'd like to do? What's up? I'm going to just call you Pat. I'm just chilling. Everybody's sleeping, and I'm just chilling in the car. This is where I like to be, in my car. Where are you from, Pat? Merry Christmas. Hit that thumbs up, by the way. We almost had 20 thumbs ups. Take a guess where I'm from. You just take a guess. If you take a guess, I'll tell you. I just want to see if you can, by my accent, I just want to see if you could tell me. And look at my hat. If you don't know where I'm from, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, that's an interesting one. Who would win in a twerk off? LeBron or Kevin Durant? I don't know. LeBron is probably in better health than Kevin Durant, so I'll go with LeBron. Okay, so Trina says, I would like to do more videos in public. That's cool. I think, you know, Trina, as far as all this YouTube and stuff, I think you constantly have to be open. That's why this channel is and another thing, I have a question for you. I have, Trina. Would you ever consider changing your name to something else? All right, Pat, I told you I would be, well, what you want to know, Pat? What I'm doing in the car? This is where I'm comfortable. There's your answer. There's no game about it. I'm telling you. Listen to me. I'm comfortable in my car. That's it. All right. So, Trina, yeah, would you ever consider changing your name, like of your channel? I'll give you a second to answer because I'm really interested, you know. And the reason I asked you this, Trina, is the first name that so you probably don't know this, but the first name I had for this channel. Okay, you worry about people compromising? No, I have work, Pat. I'm fine. All right. The thing about that, Trina, the thing about that is you always gonna have that. I don't worry too much about that, the identity. The truth is, I don't really get recognized even after 2 million views and almost 8 years. Nobody recognizes me. You know, I gotta be honest with you. When you get, okay, so as far as the name, this is my third name. My first name was Crisco Domingo. Then I had Crisco Go Tigers. I was gonna just do LSU content, and then my final name, which is Crisco's Countrylife. But Trina, here's the thing about a name of a channel. So I feel like eventually, if our channels are to take off, because right now I consider us both to be small channels, even though, I mean, we're not like 500 subscribers. You know, we do have monetized channels, but in the big scheme of things, we still are small channels. But like for me, a name, you should think of a name and think of, like, if you're gonna put it on if you're gonna sell merchandise, if like me, one of my goals when I get to where I want to go is to have merchandise, like mugs, hats, shirts, something. But I have to feel as though there's a market for it. But I've always had that train of mind that, you know, I'm not gonna say when I was to get there to where I'm trying to get, and it was something that was marketable, that I would have a name. So I do feel like Crisco's Countrylife is a marketable name. In fact, I am making my own hats. I'm gonna make about 12, and it's not gonna be for sale yet, but it's for me to give to the people that have supported me throughout these years. And I'm making business cards. Now, business cards, from what I understand, for about 200, you can get, for about 200 it'll cost you like $30, which is very cheap way of promoting your channel. You got to think of the possibilities, the different places where all you need is a thumbtack on a board, put it up. Or you got to think of little things like when you're at a gas station, your waitress, when you make a connection anytime in public, say, hey man, I have a YouTube channel, check me out. You know, even if they throw the card away, hey, no big deal. Tisa, I never heard of her. But you might believe me or not, but our channels both have that potential. And it's just about staying consistent and building the right group of people and surrounding yourself with winners. Like the title of this stream is, surround yourself with winners. That's what you want to surround yourself with in your life. Like-minded people, think the same, and follow each other. Losers stick with losers, and it's true. Losers stick with losers, and winners want to be around winners. They want people that are doing the right thing or trying to do the right thing. But I do know people that are local that have, large amount of followers, and that's, those people are game changers. Because like with me with interviews, if I can do a 10-minute interview with somebody that has 300,000 followers, and they share the interview, if I do a good enough job, they share it out on their social media. Well, that puts me out there to 300,000 new people with the push of a button. So yeah, there is always potential I consider every video that's made to be like a lottery ticket. And it takes one right person to share you out that's at that point to change everything for you. And that's why when I do get to be a bigger channel, one of my things will be to find smaller channels and to help them. Well, thank you, C9. All right. Thank you, Fs. Apparently you don't like LSU. That's all right. See, here's the thing. The last comment brings up an interesting thing. So somebody just came in here. I had to hide the comment. But he said something bad about LSU. My goal for myself in my life. Okay, there you are, F Shams. I'm going to let you talk. I could easily time you out or get rid of you, but I find you as a person that's just scrolling through, that's looking for attention. So I'm kind of interested to see what your next comment will be. Because, if you're trying to get hidden, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. What's up, Sponge? But here's the truth right now at 47 years old. When you're going through your life, whether it's your sports teams or whether you're in your daily life, you can't try to make everybody happy or like you, because people are at different points in their life. So what I stand for, somebody might not be ready for that. They might not be ready to do what I do. They might not be want to told anything. Even if I'm trying to encourage somebody for what I think could be the betterment of their life, they just might not be ready for that yet. So not everybody's going to like you for whatever reason. That's not the goal. The goal is that they respect you. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to agree with me. But at the end of the day, my most important desire is that you respect me. And that's what I command. Respect. Every day. That's why I work so hard. That's what I wake up for. And that's what I'm working. Like, Trina, tomorrow, I want you to do me a favor. I'm going to reiterate this. First of all, do you have a Facebook page, Trina? Because I got a Facebook page. It's called Crisco's Countrylife. You can't miss it. And if you want to add me as a friend, I'd be honored to be your friend on Facebook. But I'm going on 103.3 The GOAT. It's a local radio station. And I started a Facebook group because I went to Breaux Bridge. It's 30 years. I graduated from Breaux Bridge High School 30 years ago this year. Everyone can be a motivator. Not everyone, Tata. Not everyone. Not everyone cares to be a motivator. You getting me started? Let me finish what I was saying first, then I'll come back to your comment, because that's an interesting one. You got me. Okay. I'm going on there. I started a group, because I was tired of. I felt like I could do something. I wanted to see us take it to another level. So I'm going on the radio tomorrow. If you want to download the app, 1033 The GOAT, you can do it and you'll hear me. You can call in, whatever, just to say hi. And I'd appreciate it. Okay. So I want to address this question. Everyone can be a motivator nowadays. Now, what you are saying is an indirect comment, because what I'm saying is true. I feel that I have gone through enough stuff that I do want to motivate people. But I promise you, at this age, what I've seen, no, not everyone can be a motivator, because some people are not motivated at all. All right. There's no motivation there. They have no motivation to motivate anybody. Let's put it like this. If it doesn't provide a financial gain to their life, they just absolutely don't don't care. All right. But it is true. I do intend to motivate people. It's part of my DNA. And I've never met you. You're probably not even in here right now anymore. You probably were just scrolling. But it is a comment. Yeah, it is a comment that touches base with me. One thing I will say, though, is everybody can be famous. Everybody wants to be famous these days. That's why you have so many people on social media trying to do this. But, not everybody's as dedicated as I am. I mean, it's 5:38 in the morning. I should be laying down right now. I'm doing this. It's over an hour. And I'm almost 50 years old. And yeah, I do feel that sometimes you do need to do more than just show up. I'm trying to motivate a whole community right now. I'm trying to spark a whole community, because the things that I'm passionate about in my life and in my first half of my life mean a lot to me. So I want them to be successful. I don't want to just be good. That's not how I live. That's not how I live my life. See, and if you want to hear me talk about this, listen to it tomorrow, because I still gotta write everything I'm gonna say on paper, so it can be organized, so it can build up to the point I'm trying to get across. My agenda, specifically, are you specific as far as what? In life, or with my pro teams, or every day of my life? Be a little more specific, Tata. And look, please subscribe, by the way. Please like, comment. You commenting, please like, share the stream. Please like and subscribe. But when you say what's my agenda, thank you for engaging, by the way. I need you to know that I do appreciate you being here and asking this. When you say what's my agenda, do you mean in my life, with my sports teams, on my YouTube channel? Be a little more specific on that question, and I'm gonna answer you right now. So I'm waiting. I'm just sitting here waiting. Okay, on my YouTube channel. Okay. Well, my current agenda right now, what I'm trying to do is promote local restaurants. Obviously, I want to be successful on YouTube, but at the same time, I want to use my 8 years and things that I have learned to promote local businesses, restaurants, in any way that I can. This has been an interesting journey. I have tried to promote. I don't know, Lucy, but I have tried to promote some smaller businesses, because I'm a very outgoing person in public. Just like what you see right now, if you met me in public, this is what you would hear, whether you like it or not. But okay, all right. Your name in itself gets you timed out. See, I don't play. All right. You shouldn't have a name like that, by the way. But my agenda on YouTube is to do what I want to do, But right now, what I'm trying to do is promote local businesses, restaurants, my sports teams. I've been doing vlogs, game day vlogs. I've never edited a video out of 7,300. I've never edited, so partly because I don't know how to edit that well. But I'm just who I am. I do my thing. I use my phone. I've just recently bought a tripod and speakers to do interviews. But for the most part, it's just been my phone and me. That's it. And the ideas in my head. But yeah, that's as far as YouTube, that's my agenda. to to just continue promoting the things that I love and the people that I care about in the first half of my life. Now, as far as my agenda of my overall life, if you want to know that, you didn't ask that, but I'm gonna lead into that. My agenda every day that I wake up, that I have left, because the reality is I've lived my first half. I want to be the absolute best that I can every day. It's a choice. We make a choice every day if we want to be average, if we want to be good, or if we want to take it to the next level and be great. We choose that. Like I'll give you an example, like a football team, a sports team. You don't just show up for game days and say, well, hey, we're here, we're going to play football, we're going to win. That's not how it works. You do everything behind the scenes, like working out, practice, painting. There's things that people don't even think about. What's up, Miraculous? I'm going to time you out for that because it's fun. But look, there's things that people don't see. People have to paint the field. There's security. There's making sure players want to play, stay in. And I think all of that, as far as sports related, it is a mindset. That what's our goals? Is our goals just to say, hey, we're gonna do the best we can, which that is basically all you can do, but are you really doing the best you can? Are you getting those every rep you can? Like when you're working out, are you getting every rep you can? Are you maximizing everything that you can? Are you eating right? But like in high school sports, professional sports, college, everybody has to be on the same page as far as, I don't care if you're a fan, I don't care if you're a player, a coach. To me, if you're going to be great, your only goal should be to win, to be the best, and to win a championship. Like right now in Louisiana, they have the LHSAA state championship, where the football teams it's cool though. Trina, I didn't used to have anybody in here, so it's all good. But trolls help out too. We need, at this point, we need people in here. What's up, Real Young Citrus? Go Tigers. Real Young Citrus is my partner. But we need everybody in the community. And we need everybody that is in the community, everybody that comes to the games, the players, the coaches, every single person to be on the same page. And that is to be the best. Not to be okay, good. We want to be the best. From former alumni, future alumni, current alumni, to the players, everybody on the same page. We are going to do our best. And that way, when you see, and listen, when you see this logo right here, this BB right here, it's going to be the one thing that comes to mind. One thing only, and that's going to be excellence. Excellence. When you see this right here, you're going to say, man, that's something that I want to be a part of, and honored to be a part of, and associated with. And when teams come to our stadium, when that bus arrives, when them players from opposing teams come to our stadium, they're gonna say, wow, from the time they get off the bus to the time they get back on the bus to go home. And that's the mindset we need to have as a community. That we are going to be something to be reckoned with, brother. What's up, Word? You doing okay? Apparently you waking up and you know, Word, I don't know if you trying to insult me or what you trying to do. But I really don't get you. But hey, Trina took care of you. So you out of here. But yeah, Trina, thank you for this morning. I know I sound like I'm preaching, but which probably I am, but I got a lot of things like tomorrow when I go on that radio show that I want to get off my chest. It's going to be a very powerful experience. And, oh, Ronald McDonald, you fixing to be out of here. We don't play that. Even if I was, though, what would that matter? Or why would that be asked? And how would that benefit your life? You know, even if I was, would that mean that I was a bad person? You know, would that mean that I didn't have a heart as a human being? See, this is what I'm trying. These little questions might be funny to people, but that's what I'm trying to relay to our world. That I understand people feel very strongly about these things. Take a side. I'm not saying, you know, and I know there's different situations, but what I'm trying to say is, in this world, we were all put here at a certain time in the history of civilization. We are all put here for a reason at a certain time. There's no mistake. Right now, your neighbors, your friends and families, and just everybody on this earth, we were put here at a certain time. 100 years from now, we'll all be gone. And there'll be another culture. But this is our time right now on this earth. And I just feel that there's so many people that if it's not their idea or their way of doing things, that they don't have the mindset to respect one another as human beings. And that to me is something that I says. Because when it all comes down to it, we all bleed red, you know. LSU losing their bowl. I hope not. Garrett Nussmeyer. I need to make a video. You just told me what my newest video is. Garrett Nussmeyer not gonna be playing in the bowl game. I need to make a video on that. That'll get me about 700-800 views on a video. But yeah. Let me write that down. Whenever I have an idea, a lot of times I'll make a little small video to remind myself. Yeah, hopefully we don't lose the bowl game. I'm not really concerned about it, to be honest with you. I mean, we're playing in the Texas Bowl against Houston, December 27th. It's a night game, which is good. I'll be able to watch it. But, you know, if we lose, I'm not going to be like all distraught about it because, you know, this season was not at 7-5. That's not where our bar is. Now, I'll tell you, as far as LSU, what I'm talking about as far as a mentality, that's why the last coach is gone, because LSU fans do have that mentality that we are there to win national championships. That's the only goal as an LSU fan. We put the bar this high. Being here, nah, we're not there to be good. We there to be great. That's why I hate to say it, but like Coach O, and he'd probably be the first one to tell you, the expectations are here. Somebody said something, Trina? Hold on. Yeah, well, he asked me that question. I'll just call you Nick. I'll give you a shout out as Nick. I don't know. Your name is kind of iffy to me. I'm afraid to say it because it could be one of those things where you just want to make me make a fool of myself, and I'm not going to do that. I've been at this long enough to know that that's what people do. Yeah, that number they use, Trina, I don't know. I still don't know what it is, what it means, but I don't think it's a good thing, Trina. So I never say it. Yeah, I never say that number. It's some kind of underground thing that the younger generation has. I don't know. They want you to say that number for whatever reason. I really don't know. What you doing today, Trina? You got any big plans? I got parties galore this weekend. Yeah, they come into the streams and say that number for some reason. There's got to have some kind of crazy meaning to it. I don't know. I still don't know. I'm almost 50. I'm almost 50, Trina. I don't know what this new saying. It's been 30 years since I've been in high school. 3 decades. Oh yeah? We the fake Tigers? I don't think so. Yeah, who's y'all new head coach? Matt Buchanan? Who's y'all new head coach? I love your passion, though, to come in here and say that. Ooh, Cena's last match is tonight? I didn't realize that, Real Young. Thank you for reminding me. I need to make a video on that. Let me write that down. Hold on. Thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot it was tonight. Oh, the end of an era tonight, Real Citrus. Okay. Trina, you got grandkids? You too beautiful and young to have grandkids, Trina. There's no way. Okay, y'all got Alex Golesh. Yeah. Yeah, we in the SEC. Y'all have the same mentality, Matt. Y'all expect to win and be great, you know. Auburn does. That's important to have as a fan of a team, you know. I know you're 57, Trina, but I didn't think you had any grandkids. Of course, we never really talk about that, you know. Yeah. That's crazy. I would have never thought that. But what a blessing, I'm sure, to your life, huh, Trina? I mean, you know, Matt, I don't know how old you are, but do you remember Bo Jackson? Yeah, what a blessing. Okay, I was on a podcast yesterday, and I started a new thing. The guy I interviewed, he's like a big sports fan. He's an older fella. And so I started a new thing with this podcast called Blast from the Past, and that's the name I brought up yesterday was Bo Jackson. Bo was one of the greatest players in our youth, man. Bo would hit that hole so hard. He played for those of you who don't know who Bo Jackson is, y'all look him up if y'all too young to remember. He played for the Raiders in football, but he was also a baseball player for the Kansas City Royals. And if I remember right, he was actually drafted by Tampa Bay. And they were really bad, so he decided to go play baseball. Then they ended up trading his rights to the Raiders. But he got hurt on a freak play against the Bengals. I was actually watching that game. He went out of bounds, and he messed up something in his leg, and he had to have a hip surgery or something. He had to have like a hip replacement, and it ended his. Oh, you remember him, Trina? Yeah, it ended his career. Yeah, it was his hip. But man, I remember that game when he Brian Bosworth against Seattle, that Monday night game. He was one of the great ones of my youth, you know. Bo, you don't know diddly. I remember he would have commercials, Nike commercials. I even had some Bo Jackson shoes growing up. Oh yeah, Bo was my boy. What's up, dog lover? We got a Florida Gators fan in the house. How you doing, brother? I love the Lane Kiffin hire, Matt. Thank you for asking, by the way. I'll be honest with you. I have followed Lane Kiffin for a long time, from his days at USC, Tennessee, when he was coach of the Raiders. Um, I didn't follow him. I didn't follow him. Yeah, Cam Newton was a good player. I didn't follow him too much at Florida Atlantic, but I know that he used that as a stepping stone to get to Ole Miss, and he used Ole Miss as a stepping stone to get to LSU. That's why people have different opinions, but Lane Kiffin has always used different jobs to get him to where he wanted to eventually get, which was to LSU. So I didn't think Lane was coming here. I made videos. I went on record as saying I don't think he's coming here because he's going to use that Ole Miss. He's going to use LSU to get himself a better pay, salary increase at Ole Miss. Because when you look at it, he's done such a good job there to get Ole Miss in the playoff. They only lost one game this year. I mean, he really gave up a lot. He could have won a national title there. And so when the news broke that Lane Kiffin was coming to LSU, man, I'm not going to lie, I got so excited. Because Lane Kiffin, to be honest with you, and if it would have fell, if this thing would have blew up, I don't know who LSU who their backup plan would have been. Because the Tulane coach went to Florida, and right now, all these coaches that are being brought in, a lot of them are unproven. A lot of them are just coordinators. And we went through the Brian Kelly era. We done went through Brian Kelly. He didn't fit in. We gave him $95 million for 10 years. Don't ask me why we gave him 10 years. But yeah, I think Lane Kiffin is at the perfect age in his life where I talk about he's 50, I'm 47. So we as men are at a different time in our life than if we be just starting out. He's experienced things as a coach and as a man, and he's ready for nothing but greatness now. And he's gonna have all the resources. They gave him $25 million in cap NIL money to go after whoever he needs to go after. Because of course, money does talk. It is what it is. Money talks. So he's gonna go after who he thinks can bring a national championship here. As far as his staff, he has all the connections. People are gonna want to follow Lane. People love Lane. Except if you're an Ole Miss fan. I don't think you do. But that's my answer. Ben DiNucci. Yes, rest in peace, Karen Lacey. I never met Karen Lacey, but at one of the games. Well, let me answer this. Will the Cowboys make the playoffs? Honestly, they probably will, but it's just when they get it. I made this post the other day. It's not about how you get to your destination, but it's what you do when you get there. So they've been getting to their destination, which is the playoffs, but they haven't been doing anything in the playoffs. I don't think they've won anything since the 90s. What's up, Jacob Dean? Good morning, brother. Jacob Dean's my boy, y'all. If y'all don't know Jacob Dean is my boy. Okay, you a Cowboys fan, Trina? I didn't know that. All right, so the Karen Lacey situation. I went to a LSU game. I actually met Brian Kelly's mom, our old coach, and stood by Karen Lacey's mom when they were going into the tunnel before the game. And also, when Karen Lacey was coming out of the game, this was like last year, I think. I was there, and I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Karen Lacey. He was very, very much loved. He was a very loved young man, and it's a shame. It's very sad. It saddens me what happened to him. But he was. I'll tell you what. He had, like, as far as following after the games, when the players come out, they stand by the oak trees and all that, and their families and friends, come talk to him. He had about 20 people around him. He had a very big following, and he was very well loved. Okay, Real Young Teacher says hopefully the Broncos win the Super Bowl. Hey, we got the Broncos play the Packers this week, but you know who's surprising me? It's quiet that you're not actually hearing them people talk a lot. Is the Patriots, man. The Patriots are good again. They in like first place. That's crazy. They're like 11-2, the Patriots. Yeah, Jacob's my boy, Trina. Thank you, Mukesh. Yeah, Jacob doesn't make any videos, but he's probably my biggest supporter. Not probably, he is my biggest supporter. He's my boy. You're my boy, Jacob. You're my boy. And if he ever would decide to make videos, I promise you we'd do our best to promote him, help him. All right, Mukesh says, do you soccer? If you mean do I like soccer, I do. I went to a semi-pro game last year, and I didn't grow up with soccer or anything like that, but I'm all about going out and entertainment value. Do I play it? No, I don't play it, but it's an exciting sport. I see why people do like it. It's very fast-paced. I'll tell you what, to be a soccer player, all that running, you got to be in really good shape to run up and down that field. And it's a very physical game, too. A lot of people don't know that, but when you watch a soccer game, these guys are athletes, man. What's up, Chicago? I'm having a good time in this stream. I thank you all. Even the trolls, I thank you all. You're welcome, Jacob. It's going to be a great day today, Jacob. I'm trying to think. I got a lot of stuff going on. When I get off of this stream, which will be about another 25 minutes, I'm going to make a video on John Cena and on Doug Nussmeier. So I got 2 little videos to make. Oh, the World Cup is coming to Dallas. Nice. Trina, you been a Cowboys fan all your life? Yeah, soccer players can get hurt. Yep. Well, Matt, at the same time with football, at least in football you have pads and stuff. Soccer, there's no pads. But I watch some soccer games. You can get hurt, man. It's very physical. Matt, do you ever go to any Auburn games? From the 20s? Yeah. Y'all were, Trina, y'all were so good in the 90s with Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and Irvin and Moose Johnson and Novacek and Charles Haley. You know, Trina, I actually went, I had a buddy that is a Redskin fan, Commanders, and I actually went to Emmitt Smith's last game as a Dallas Cowboy. It was in Washington. Because, see, Emmitt Smith left Dallas. I think they released him. And he went play for the Arizona Cardinals for, I think, 1 year. And then he retired. But I was at his last game as he was a Dallas Cowboy. Physically there. All right. Oh, nice. So you went to Auburn and Georgia game. That's cool. How's the tailgating experience over there, Matt? You know, that's something I'd like to do more. What's up, Mukesh? Yes, I am, Mukesh. Yeah, I was at Emmitt Smith's final game. I had my Saints jacket on. This was in 2002. So, 23 years ago. I sat in the club level. Took a trip to FedEx Field in Maryland. The Redskins play in Maryland. Or the Commanders, if you want to call it that. Okay, so you didn't tailgate. I'd like to see. The thing is, when I go to the LSU and Cajuns games, I've been there enough that I know where to park. So parking when you go to these big games is definitely a concern. Where are you going to park your vehicle? Thank you, Jacob. But so like for the LSU games, you can park for free, but you got to get there, I mean, extremely early. For a night game, you got to get there really early if it's a big game. I mean, I'm talking 8, 9 o'clock in the morning for a night game. Or you can pay, there's some lots you can pay $30 to park. Or you can buy a parking pass. Some of the parking passes like $150. And that's high, man. $150 to pay to park your vehicle. But Matt, my first ever LSU game was in Alabama in 1997 in Tuscaloosa when Kevin Falk was still playing, and we beat Alabama. I think it was 27-0, something like that. I'd have to look it up again. But yeah, we this was before Nick Saban. Nick Saban was probably still at Michigan State at this time. This was the Jerry Donardo days. But Joe, boy, if we could hit 30 thumbs ups. If y'all still in here, I'm going to be live another 20 minutes. Y'all hit the thumbs up for me, please. And if y'all could, and I always ask people this, but nobody wants to. Y'all please share. If y'all share the stream or any of the videos, I think if I could plant the seed and get people to watch, I think we'd grow a lot. But it's like people don't even know about the channel. So if they don't know, whether they like it or can't make an assumption because they have no idea. Kelly's one of my favorite people, my favorite subscribers. I've been knowing Kelly for, let's see, Kelly, when I met you, 2000, I think it was around 2000 I met you. I hope so too, Matt. You know, I hope so. I'm going on 103.3 The GOAT. Y'all download the app. Matt, listen to me. I have a Facebook. It's called Crisco's Country Life. Go ahead and send me a friend request if you want to. And I'll be posting it. But I'm going on a national radio talk show tomorrow from 10 to 12. If you want to come in and call in, the number is 337-269-1077. If you need me to repeat it, you could come in and ask me anything. It would look really good to the guy I'm going to be with, because I'm the special guest host. We'll talk LSU, UL, Saints. I'm going to be promoting my Brobridge Tigers Facebook page that I started. That's really where I'm going. Kelly, I'm coming back to you. I know I get off. All right, Trina, go back to sleep. Have a great day, okay? Thank you for being my friend. For coming in and chilling with me for so long. But Kelly, you remember when we had went to that daiquiri place? This was around 2002, I think. That's when I had first met you, and yeah, you've been cool. You're pretty cool, you know. And I'm glad that you started following me on YouTube. But yeah, I know you like the Saints and all that too, LSU. Yeah, so you remember, and it was cool, you know. But I've always been a big fan of yours. You know, I've always been a big fan. I never attended one of your bodybuilding contests, but I've always been a fan of yours. All right, but you're welcome, Kelly. What's up, Chip Wilson? Chip, you going fishing today? 2 a.m. Drizzy, what's up? Good morning. So, Matt, you like the Falcons. So we can talk about that because I'm a big Saints fan. I'm very versatile. Obviously, me and you's rivals when it comes to college football. You like Auburn, I like LSU. That's a rivalry. And also, you like the Falcons, I like the Saints. We both missed the playoffs this year. So, as a Falcons fan, I have a question for you. What do you think the Falcons need to address the most in the draft next year? Because, like, for us, we beat the Buccaneers last week, 24-20. And one of the things I talked to one of the guys yesterday that I interviewed, he doesn't like the Saints. He's from up north, but he just he doesn't have any confidence at all in the Saints right now. Hey, thank you, Gottney. We're almost to 30. Appreciate it. I'm trying to build up some farts for you, by the way. But as far as the Saints, what I want to see the end of the season here is, I'm not really concerned whether we win or lose, but I want to see, of course, we got to start thinking about next season at this point. That's pretty much what this whole season has been. 2025 is a wash. So we got to start rebuilding our football team. So we got to find out if Tyler Shuck is our quarterback of the future. That's going to be big to see whether or not we use that first-round pick to go quarterback. I don't like the quarterbacks that are out there this year. So I like what I'm seeing from Shuck, but he's got a lot of learning to do. But you could see his passion. Okay, Mr. Chip says it's too cold to fish. Well, you can go ice fishing, Mr. Chip. All right, can you shout out Melbourne, Australia? I sure will. Hello, Melbourne, Australia. Fort says, thank you, Crisco. You the man. I try to be. Forts, you the man. You the man. You the man. Thank you for, by the way, thank you for all those mornings that I was parked at that gas station this year and you were hanging out with me. I'd pass a little gas and you'd laugh. All right. Get a Job says, you like women? Of course I do. All right. 2 a.m. Drizzy says, I am a Buffalo Bills fan. Nice. Y'all got a pretty good game this week, but y'all have had a lot of success, but not quite win the whole thing. All right. Got any farts appreciates me. Get a Job. Okay. Interesting name, by the way. Arla Shahan. All right. Hey, we hit the 30 thumbs up. So it took almost 2 hours, but we did it. Donna. Good morning, Miss Donna. All right. Firebird. We got some new people coming in. What's up? What's up, everybody? Shetty. Everybody's kind of waking up and stuff, and I guess drinking their coffee and coming in here. What's up, Miss Candy? You doing all right? Candy and Chip. That's a match made in a vending machine right there. I always say that. I don't know. You know, you think about it. These two people were in a vending machine together. Candy and Mr. Chip. They fell in love, you know. And, you know, you think about the power of that vending machine. That these two people came together. You know, some candy and a bag of chips. And they came together and fell in love. What a special thing. Okay, Candy's doing good. I'm glad you're doing good, Miss Candy. Kid D. Uh-oh. I gotta watch it. Kid D, what's up? Candy shared me out. I remember you, Kid D. You had some interesting questions. Good morning. We had 31 thumbs. Hey, we may get to 40 thumbs up, so I don't know. Shetty is tired. Firebird got 27 subs. All I can tell you is, bless you. All I can tell you is, I don't know where you are in your YouTube journey, but if you're very serious about this, I've been doing it almost 8 years of my life. And if you're serious, you just keep doing what you're doing. You keep putting into your channel. You keep telling people about it. No, Kid D. I've never done that. You asked me that yesterday. But you just keep putting into your channel and don't ever stop believing. Find what you... I think the biggest thing what I'm finding is you find what you're passionate about in life. When I say passionate, I mean, that's just love. When you're passionate about something, to me, it means that you love something. This is not a snapback. This is actually a fitted. I got it on Fanatics. Joking? What's up, Smig? Look, if you passionate about something like I am about what I talk about, it should almost bring you to tears. You know, I hope that you all are passionate about something that when you talk about it, it literally brings you to the point where it almost brings you to tears, man, that you love it so much. You know, and all you want to do is see whatever it is, just have for the best. You want to see it succeed. How much I got this one for? I got this one for like 15 on sale. I got this one a few years ago though. Yeah, I really like it. I actually have a lot of LSU hats, but I pulled this one out. But lately I've been wearing... Oh, thank you, Morning Guys. Appreciate it. I've been wearing this one though. This is my Bro Bridge hat. So this is what I've been wearing every day now. But this morning I came in, I said, let me do a LSU hat. Thank you, 2 a.m. Appreciate that. Well, you know, when I see Smidgy, I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. And I realize how a lot of people are not like me. I get that. But a lot of people, when I do stuff, just ignorance. I'm not calling you ignorant, but I'm just telling you that people will take what I'm doing and joke about it and laugh about it. Look, let me be honest with y'all. I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I've been doing this for almost 8 years. The proof is in the pudding. This channel is monetized, number one. We're right around 6,000 subscribers. I have right around 2 million views on what I'm doing. You have more skill in your right hand. Wait, I'm not gonna get rid of you. Okay, go ahead and tell me what skills you got, Smig. And I didn't insult you. Tell me what skills you got. I'm interested to know. Do you go to clubs? Honestly, I don't go. I'm getting older. I really don't do that too much no more. I used to though, kid. But you draw well. Hey, that's a good thing. I commend you for that. You are an artist. I really commend you for that. You know, it's important. I used to, Kid D. I used to. Yeah, I used to. But now I don't. But, you know, it's very important. My first video I ever made, 7,300 videos, 8 years ago, was that you have to find what you're passionate, what makes you happy in life. And for you, that means you draw. Am I a cowboy? Pretty close to it. I mean, I'm probably close enough that I could wear a cowboy hat, but I don't. Why would you go? Well, I told you, I was young too, you know. You asking me this. I was young back in the day. No, my mods are taking care of me because they care about me. They don't want to see anybody come in here and try to hijack this, which I promise you nobody will, because I trust my moderators. I trust them. You know, we all good. I tell my moderators, I say, look, when you come in here, all I ask you to do is time people out for a short period of time if they're not being respectful. I'll take care of hiding people, you know. What's up, Smig? Are you for it? I'm not really going to answer that. All right. There you go, 2 a.m. Thank you for that. You know, Kid D, I'm still having... Well, Kid D will be back in 10 seconds. But with Kid D, his questions... His questions border. You know, I don't have to answer to that Kid D. That doesn't have anything to do with what I'm attempting to do. Just like Smig, you and Kid D are basically the same type of people. You trying to push these questions to get me to say something that doesn't necessarily need to be said. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe it's the entertainment value of what you're trying to do. But you're not, like, it's weird because your questions are not bad, but I don't feel that it's necessary that I have to answer. I don't think it benefits anybody for me to answer some of these questions. But they're not overboard. I mean, I respect you asking. Yeah, both of you, Smig and Kid D, you guys honestly should find each other and be friends because y'all are the same types of people. JC, you're about to get timed out. And a question like that, you know, once again, like I said, so what if I was? I mean, I'm not, but so what if I was? Would that make me a bad person? Would that make me a person that couldn't contribute to our society? No. Everybody's different, man. Everybody's different, and everybody, as long as you're a good person and you contributing to our society, you should be respected. Well, 2 a.m., you got to understand something. This is a form of growth, as much as we don't want to believe it. You know, when the stream, as a person that does this in public, you have to be, Smig, you're honestly bordering on getting hidden. I'm just telling you. I don't know if you're trying to, but you're getting to a point where in the game where you could honestly be hidden. I don't know if that matters to you. Yeah, that's okay. But, you know, that's okay. You're talking about a topic, once again, that people feel very strongly about. One way or another, our society on that has changed over the last 20 years. And it will continue to change. So if you want me to touch base on that topic, I will tell you that give it another 20 years, and what you're talking about will be, just like it's being accepted more in our society now, it will be accepted even more in another 20 years. I'm not ignoring you, kid. You border on whether or not you should be hidden. I'm being honest with you. And 2 a.m. Drizzy just timed you out. And I'm not mad at him for that. I'm just being honest. Because what you're trying to ask is not anything that's beneficial. If you want to ask me something that benefits the both of us. You know? Ask me something that will benefit us. Ask me about why I'm going on the radio tomorrow. Even anything about Christmas, anything that makes sense. But to ask questions that are, I don't know. It seems like you're just trying to make a fool of me, to be honest with you. I mean, why would you want to do that? You know, I've done told you for 2 hours what my purpose in life is. I would hope that I would have set an example for you and try to be a role model. Oh yeah, do that, Jacob. I'll be posting it on my Facebook page again. I'm gonna I want to see what his comment was. 2 a.m. Yeah, I don't blame you for timing him out, y'all. I don't blame y'all. I touched base on the topic. You know, I tried as best I could to answer him. That's all I could do. So yeah, I don't blame y'all timing him out. I'm not here to be liked as much as I'm here to be respected. And you know, we don't have to keep hammering the nail on certain topics. You know, certain topics, they are what they are. I mean, yeah, we don't need to keep. Oh no, you good? 2 a.m. I thank you. You good? We don't have to keep hitting the nail. You know, I done touch base on it. You know, What's up, Unica? I'm gonna probably be live another 5 minutes. And I'm gonna make some videos touching base on some stuff. John Cena's last match, I gotta do one on that. Garrett Nussmeier, I gotta do one on that. Appreciate y'all. We got up to 33 thumbs ups. That's pretty good. I still have gas left in my vehicle. Even after sitting for 2 hours, the sun is starting to come out a little bit. I gotta get my clothes ready for today. Thank you, Saki. Appreciate that. What's up, 2 a.m.? You're doing a great job, by the way, as a moderator. What's your question? Go ahead and ask. Ask away, because I'm only going to be here another 4 minutes. It's been 2 hours. What's up, I don't know how to say your name, Home. Man, I always wonder how people pick their names. No, I don't. That's okay. That's okay. I don't take it as being mean. I don't. I'm actually, I won't say that I'm like well off or anything, but I'm financially, I'm fine. The reason I do these in my car is because I kind of like get away from everything. I'm comfortable in my car. I have in my car rest. Yeah, I'm in my car all the time, but it's kind of like where I take my breaks. I come and sit in the car. So that's it. I'm not homeless or anything. Some people think I'm homeless. I get that from time to time, but no, I'm not homeless. I have a place. I'm doing great. I'm probably in the best position I've ever been in my life, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's just I do it because, like, okay, so the biggest problem you have as a YouTuber and social media, you have to watch out for music, or you can get in trouble with music. You can get strikes and different things. But when I'm in here, I don't have to worry about outside music and stuff. But yeah, good question. Good question. I'm glad I could, hopefully clear that up for everyone. Got any farts with the thumbs ups? Yeah. What's up, Fartsy? I call him Fartsy. Fartsy's a good man. Yeah, I'm interested when we get off of this stream to see how many subscribers we actually picked up in this 2 hours. Because it's actually been a pretty productive live stream. You see, I don't know. Whenever, I got a question for y'all. Is there a place on here where y'all can see where, is there like a subscribe button from y'all's view? Because on my view, I can see it's live. I'm gonna point to it. Like right here, I can see it's live. And right here, I can see how many people's watching. And then right here, I can see the thumbs up. And then right here, I can see, like if there's super chats. And then right here is top fans. Let me see who's the top fan. Hold on. Let's see who the top fan is. Oh, it's stuck at 1. I don't know. Cool. We had at least 50 people that left comments on this stream. Okay, I don't see anything like a subscribe, a place where you can subscribe. See, I had downloaded something, and it was actually like a little subscribe button. Like it used to be on the right or left hand corner. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm fixing to get off, y'all. I think I'm gonna go take a little nap after I make my John Cena video. But as far as the next time I see y'all, I don't know. It might not be. It'll probably be this afternoon. I'll probably come live and visit with y'all a little bit. I don't think for 2 hours, but yeah, I'll come tell y'all hi. Y'all have a great day, whatever y'all do today. It's 6:32 in the morning. We got the whole day ahead of us. And like I said, y'all don't forget. Hey, you the best, Jacob. You the best. Thank you for being hey, Jacob. Thank you for being a role model, man. You might not know this, but you are a role model. I see you post on Facebook, and I know what you stand for. And thank you for being a role model. What time it's gonna be? I don't know what time I'm gonna be live, Drizzy. I don't have no set time for my next live stream. So y'all just put the notifications on. By the way, 2 a.m. Drizzy, you did a great job as a moderator this morning. I saw you timed out people. You hit the nail on the head every time. If I was if it was the shoe was on the other foot, I'd have done exactly what you did, you know. So thank you for being here. Well, all right. I hope y'all have a great day, y'all. I'm gone. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and go Tigers. Later, y'all.